Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kirioth, and this is a video about Dishonored. Yes, I know I'm God knows how many years too late, but I've only just played Dishonored properly. I once dabbled in it for like half an hour, then then I alt-tabbed and left it running for another 2 hours. So my Steam hours is not really representative of my actual experience with the game. In fact, I only properly played it on stream the other day. And it has rapidly, despite only playing it properly for like 3 hours, rocketed to the top of my, like, just most fun I've had in a game list, if such a list existed. Which it sort of does, because I've just put it on there. And the reason for it is kind of daft, but not daft at the same time. So, Dishonored, if you don't know, is like a first-person stealth game. Emphasis on the word stealth. Like, the game wants you to be stealthy. It needs you to be stealthy. It gives you all the tools you need to sneak about unseen. You can take down people non-lethally. You can shoot people with sleeping darts. You can sneak around them. You don't even have to touch them. You don't have to go near them. You can get through the game without being detected, without getting into any sort of fight. You can properly stealth it up, which is what the aim of the game is, because you get like a chaos thingy. So if you go through a level without tripping the alarms, without killing any guards, then you get low chaos. If you get into a few fights, maybe you have to kill a couple of people, you'll get like high chaos. And this is where my immediate love of the game comes through. Dishonored is a stealth game. Pretty much everyone in the chat was like, I wonder what kind of playthrough Kiri's going to go for, as if they couldn't guess. And there were people talking about how they did like no detection runs, like ghost runs or something, not being seen, people just don't know you're there. You complete the mission objective, you get out, no one knows you were there. That's the perfect way to do it. However, that requires subtlety, right? I am not a subtle man. I've never claimed to be a subtle man, and so because of my my largely irrational love of the Assassin's Creed games, I thought to myself, alright, well how well does Dishonored do assassinations? And I discovered very early on, it does pretty awesome assassinations. And I'm talking assassinations, not non-lethal takedowns. I'm talking stabbing people in the neck to get them out of the way. On the first proper mission, where you have to assassinate Campbell, spoiler alert for a game that came out ages ago, you can pretty much, from what I've been told, and from what I've seen subsequently, looking things up on YouTube, get in and out of that guy's building, kill him, and not be seen once. You can outright do that. You've also got like an optional side mission to rescue a guy that Campbell is talking to. You can do that without being seen. No one will know you were there. Literally no one. That's not how I did it. To give you an idea of how I did it, my kill count for the mission where you kill Campbell and rescue Captain Kurnow, I think his name is, I killed 63 people and 1 civilian. Now, in fairness, the civilian was shouting his mouth off and asking for help, although in non-fairness, everyone in the building was already dead, so him shouting for help really wasn't going to do anything for him. But I killed 63 people. I killed 63 people. A friend of mine said, I didn't even know there were 63 people on that level. How did you even do that? Well, the problem is that although Dishonored... No, that's not fair. This isn't a problem. This is a great thing. The thing with Dishonored is, it is a stealth game. You are supposed to be quiet. You are supposed to be like the ghost in the night. You are supposed to flit in and out of the shadows. Take people down, non-lethal. Get in there, get the objective, get out. However, whenever I used to play Assassin's Creed, I would make it my one-man mission, if you like, to absolutely murder the shit out of every guard. Like, all of them. I'd go out of my way to hunt down guards that weren't even near me, just so I could kill them. And I took exactly the same approach to Dishonored. I butchered my way, sometimes stealthily, sometimes with subtlety, sometimes by just screwing it up and having a mass of guards rush me at once. I butchered my way into that mansion, that big area, that big office thing. I found Campbell, I poisoned his drink, I knocked out the captain with a sleep dart. Once Campbell was dead, I threw his body out the window, and then I got the captain, stuffed him in a bin, and went on my merry way. It was not the way you are supposed to play the game. right? It wasn't. You get chaos rating in Dishonored, which the full repercussions of, I don't know yet, because I'm only 3 hours in. But I gather low chaos is good, high chaos, not so great. I got high chaos for that mission, unsurprisingly, because I killed 63 people. I gather there were more on the map, so I could have killed them if I'd found them, but I didn't go out of my way. That's not true, I actually did go out of my way. You're not supposed to play Dishonored like that. It's a stealth game. It's a stealth game where subtlety is like prized above all, really. And yet, it let me do it. That by itself, I absolutely loved. That is my kind of game. Yes, Dishonored is all about stealth, but yes, you can be an absolute lunatic. You can lose your shit and just stab everybody, murder your way across the mission without a care in the world. You can get into massive fights. You can beat the crap out of everyone. You can just do whatever you like. That's fantastic. I love that about the game. Genuinely, I love that about the game. You get rewards for being stealthy. Yeah, you get rewards for not being seen, for doing non-lethal stuff. But it's not mandatory. It's not like a massively enforced thing. Try not to get seen. Try not to trip alarms. Try not to kill everybody. But it didn't sit there and go, kill Campbell. Do not be detected at any point ever. Now, there may be missions that require that in the future. I kind of hope not. Because there's nothing I hate more than being told that if you don't play the game the way you want to play the game, you have failed at the game. Dishonored hasn't done that so far. Now, it may do in the future, in which case my estimation will go down slightly, I have to admit. But I love the fact that it's all about the subtlety and the stealth. But you don't have to do that. It gives you all these tools for avoiding a fight, for getting away from a fight, for making sure that no one even knows you're there. But it also gives you so many tools for absolutely going on a killing rampage. You want to go in and just murder every guard you see on the way to the actual objective. Knock yourself out. Do it. But no, seriously, go ahead. By all means, do what you like. Literally do what you like. You want to abandon that mission partway through to break into some guy's house, steal a big pile of rat guts, knock yourself out. Do what you want. I love that. I really, really enjoyed. Like, I know it's only 3 hours. It's kind of too early to make a full-on impression. But it's the most fun 3 hours of a game I haven't played before that I can remember for a long time. I did love playing Shadow of Mordor, but Dishonored has this kind of... it just seems to have such a good attitude to the player in terms of doing what you want to do and how you want to do it. I'm sure if I wanted to, I could go back, do that mission again, not get seen by a single person. But that's not what I wanted to do at that point. I was just messing about, I was just enjoying myself. I just wanted to butcher my way there and then get out. And it let me do it. It didn't tell me off, it didn't penalise me, it didn't put any sort of bullshit in where it's like you've been detected, the mission's over. It just let me do what I wanted. That was great. I love that. And I'm really hoping that it continues on that way, because that freedom of choice in a stealth game is what all stealth games should have. Yeah, make it a little bit more difficult if you don't want to be stealthy, I'm fine with that. But all of this stuff of don't get seen, don't trip any alarms, don't let anyone know you're there at all in any way, shape or form, I don't like that. It takes away freedom of choice from the player, and it forces the player to interact with the game not in the way that they can choose. You know, it means that developers are making the choice as to how you play, rather than the player making the choice as to how you play. Dishonored didn't do that, and for that reason alone, almost, it's some of the best fun I've had in a stealth-based game for a long time. Add the fact that it's got tremendous corpse physics and you can throw people's heads around and, you know, jump on people and assassinate them and control dogs. The list goes on, but at its core, Dishonored is a stealth game. But it's a stealth game that doesn't matter, that, like, it doesn't mind if you don't want to play as a stealth game, and that's fantastic. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Toodaloo.